Video number 7, Element 4, Tracking. Tracking is extremely important for absolutely any internet marketing task. If you would like to reduce costs and significantly increase productivity, you have to track everything you do online. When marketing online, you will need to be tracking 2 general segments, and according to the results of those 2 general segments, you will have to make 3 wise decisions. The first thing you must track is how well your lead generation system is converting. And the second thing you have to track is how well your sales pages are converting. The first wise decision you must make is about altering or changing your lead generation system. The second wise decision you must make is about altering or changing the traffic source you are using. And the third wise decision you must make is about altering or changing the sales page's content. Lead generation tracking. When building your list, you will need to be tracking 2 things. The first thing you must track is how well your squeeze page is converting. And the second thing you have to track is the traffic source you are using. There are all kinds of awesome tracking tools you can use for this, but I really don't want to get too technical on it. You really don't have to immerse yourself into the complicated website traffic tracking and the opt-in conversion tracking worlds in order to set up a reliable tracking strategy when building your list. You just need to take it easy and use the simple tools. Yeah, that's right. And for that, we are going to use your autoresponder service provider. It will track your results. Yes, that's right. I won't send you to some other website to spend money for this. Once you have created the opt-in box for your squeeze page, you will see it listed there in the sign-up form area. And what you see right there is a lot of useful information. You will see the name of the opt-in form, the views or displays, filled-ins or submissions, and the conversion rate. This is all you need to track your squeeze page conversion and traffic sources. Let me tell you how. Right here, you can see 3 lead generation tracking strategies. As you can see, I have created several opt-in boxes, and all of them are created to collect leads for the exact same list. I used the name of the opt-in form to identify the traffic source. The views refers to how many times the opt-in box has been shown since you installed it on your squeeze page. This will then mean how many people have visited your squeeze page. The same clicks you see on the traffic service you have decided to use should be the same displays shown here. The filled-ins are the leads generated from the views, and the conversion rate will tell you how well that traffic source and that squeeze page work together. The higher the conversion rate, the better. The conversion rate will be the guide you will use to make the first 2 wise decisions, altering or changing your squeeze page and altering or changing the traffic source. I used several traffic sources for this. For each campaign, I created several squeeze pages to see which one converted the best. So, I cloned the exact same opt-in box and installed it on different squeeze pages and tracked each and every one of them. This way, you can compare which squeeze page converted the best and keep using that one for further testing. A high-converting squeeze page and traffic source will have a success rate from 30% to 50%. We advise you to avoid cheap traffic in order to look for high-quality leads for your business. Cheap traffic hardly converts. What cheap traffic does is kill your squeeze page conversion rate. Remember, you must track your squeeze page and your traffic source. They have to work together. Do not trash a squeeze page until you have tested it on several traffic sources. Testing always takes some money. Once you have reached the sweet spot, you'll be able to collect as many high-quality leads as you want with an extremely low investment by just increasing your budget on something that you know works awesome already. All that money you have invested will come back again real quick, and then you will be able to make a lot of free money in the future from the same leads you have collected before, plus the new ones. List building is just amazing. Some very important advice for you is that once you have installed your opt-in box on your squeeze page, you must test it first. Just visit your squeeze page, put in your name and email, check your email, look for the confirmation email and click on the confirmation link. And also look on your autoresponder service if you are in the list as well. Also, check in the sign-up form area to make sure that the display and submission appears there. Then, after you make sure everything is perfectly connected, avoid revisiting your squeeze page. Do not visit your own squeeze page URLs, because this will also be shown in the sign-up form area statistics. That will mess up the tracking strategy completely because you will be creating fake additional views. Tracking sales. The way to track sales is exactly the same as tracking opt-ins. We will also be using your autoresponder service for it, but there will be fewer things to look at. Besides creating opt-in boxes for subscribers, you will also be creating opt-in boxes for buyers, so you can have them on a separate list of contacts. Once you have created the opt-in box for the buyers list, you will see it listed there in the sign-up form area. The only two things you have to care about the most here is on the views and the filled-ins. The two numbers should be exactly the same, because every buyer that visits the buyer's opt-in box after payment, they will want to get access to their purchase, and that will happen once they leave their contact details in the buyer's opt-in box. Therefore, these two numbers, especially the number of filled-ins, will tell you the number of sales. And how can you know how well your sales page is converting? That's very easy too. First of all, let's take the number of submissions from the two different lists. Let's say the free opt-ins are 129, the buyers are 37. To calculate the sales page conversion rate, you first take the number of buyers, 37, and divide it by the number of free opt-ins, 129. And this will give you a value. You take the first two numbers after the dot, in this case it's 28, and that will be the conversion rate percentage. At this point, you already know the squeeze page and traffic source work just great. Here, the most important value to consider as well is the conversion rate. A high converting front-end sales page will have a success rate of no less than 10%, but it will depend on the price of the product and on several other factors. 1% will be the lowest good value. But this may vary. It all depends on your profits. Profit or net income generally implies total revenue minus total expenses. So, if a conversion rate of 1% covers your traffic expenses and gets you an important profit margin, then that's awesome. That conversion rate and the profit margin will help you make the third wise decision, which is altering or changing the sales page's content. And that's how you track.